stream crashed. Better not crash again. Pele, title, heating and bombardment from Pythias' asteroid belt has aggravated Pele's volcanic activity. Methane in its upper atmosphere contributes to the planet's scorching conditions. Okay, one more and we're good to go.
I'm picking up something.
Khonsu. Khonsu's oddly mild climate, given its orbital distance, and rich resources made it a candidate for a mining outpost. However, its unexpectedly rugged terrain has tabled discussions indefinitely. Sorry, hang on. Ooh, beryllium. Applications deposit is readily accessible. Okay, let's go meet the crew real quick.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
Of course.
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
You said you designed it?
You mentioned something about helping design the Tempest?
Test pilot, mostly. Plunging through the Nemean abyss was almost a preparation for the Scourge. Build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I guess I'd have done the same.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half-finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right, after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Any word on the Solarian arc?
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
Understandable. We'll find them.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring the Solarians home.
Of course we will. I just have to be patient, that's all. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
Sure thing. Alright, Miss Anwar.
Ah, Pathfinder. It's so wonderful to meet you. I'm Dr. Suvi Anwar, assigned to act as liaison between your crew and the Nexus Science team.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to my team. I look forward to working with you.
Likewise. I can't wait to get to work. There hasn't been much to do so far, unfortunately. I've studied all the planetary scans. I've even had some hands-on experience with Helios soil samples. If you want, I'll send you my analysis on the native bacteria and microfauna. 60 pages.
How is that useful?
Will this be useful to my mission?
It's extraordinary what we can learn from Dirt's profile, what lived and died here, how our own plants might fare. Anyway, I've waited months to get out there to see Helios. It's why I joined the initiative. The Milky Way was just a corner of a vast universe, a corner of a tiny corner. We're the ones who got to step out of that corner. It's incredible.
I guarded the mass relay for some time. I always wanted to see the other side.
I totally know what you mean.
So will you be joining us on missions?
Oh, that's funny. Me, out there, with the guns and the danger and everything.
I could show you. Wink, wink. No, unfortunately, her door doesn't swing that way. Let's be emotional here. Don't you want to see it all?
But don't you want to experience everything firsthand? I know I'd want to.
Oh, absolutely. But I know my strengths. Trust me, I'm far more useful to you in the laboratory. Anyway, I've just received some instructions from the science team, and I really should go over them. Later, then.
Cheers. Cheers, bitch.
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down soon. Can't be worse than the Nexus.
Let me see if I can find wardrobe real quick. Ah, right here. That's not short sleeves, that's rolled up sleeves. There's a difference. A difference, I tell you. I'll keep that blue.
Hello, Scott. It is interesting to be renewed.
How do you mean?
Since my creation, I have been Alec Ryder's Sam. Now, I am your Sam. I am still myself, but now the input and experiences I have are completely new. I will develop in a new direction. The term reincarnation seems appropriate.
Dad and I are that different.
Being linked to me is a totally new experience.
You and Alec are unique individuals. I can now see the variations that define you. I look forward to our continued partnership.
Alright, well, I'll ask some of these later.
Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
No, that's the cafeteria. I want this.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Welcome aboard.
Happy to have you, Dr. DePero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
Hey, you'll be great.
I couldn't be in better hands.
I just stabbed you.
With...
We all have off days.
I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the Hyperion would be difficult, but here...
What?
A Ket corpse. For autopsy. A live subject would be better, but I'm not greedy.
Why do you care about the Ket?
Harry didn't tell you? I'm a specialist in alien anatomy. My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
You're, full of surprises. Unfortunately, she shoots you down. An anatomist and a physician?
Anatomist? Physician? That's quite the resume.
I'm also a licensed psychologist. 275 years has given me plenty of time to branch out.
You're that young?
But we were discussing the Ket. An autopsy could teach us potential weaknesses, average lifespan.
Right.
Just something to think about. Sam, Make sure the Pathfinder eats his vegetables.
Okay, Mom. Dinner tonight, no entry. Sorry, everyone. I forgot we were taking turns and half the rations aren't unpacked yet. Callow. Commons. Got you covered, Callow. There's soup in the galley, dextro and levo for me, and fruit cocktail, Vetra. And I think we might have left port without you, Callow. Let's see, I think... No. Thank you, Vetra. Cora's gonna be above me. Costa's gonna be in here.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omniblade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Where did you find a couch?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your Alliance days much?
What was Hustle?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy urban search terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets, or shits like me. I was fiercely bearded. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I do miss all that.
I wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of known space. There was so much to see. Seems like a long time ago.
600 years, give or take. So, Pathfinder. Why Andromeda?
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
Let's dream of adventure.
I hoped my Alliance career would lead to adventure. Exploring, hunting dangers in the dark. Didn't happen. Couldn't. But here, everything's new. And I want to see it all.
I don't think idealist
it all.
Everyone's cynical.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. I believed in a new beginning. Still do. I have to.
Begin again. We could change direction.
We can't go back. But we're not trapped by decisions a galaxy behind us.
I don't feel trapped. We came from a good place for good reasons. We keep that in mind, it'll steer us right, just like back in Crisis Response. Remember the essentials. A new start, guided by the Pathfinder. And team. I'll bust my tail to make that a good story.
Alright, Miss Nix, what do you got for me?
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi.
Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Younger sister, right?
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little?
Look, kiddo, gotta go.
Wait, Ryder, I just wanted to know if...
So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
Honestly, I'm sure it beats the Nexus.
I would have done the same just to get off the Nexus.
That's not why I came. Sure, I want to explore the galaxy, but I'm really here to work.
Oh?
I know everyone on the crew, even the actuators Gil prefers for the ship. Better, I know how to get my hands on them. With me around, your crew's going to be at their best. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
You're intense. I like it.
Wow, that's some laser focus.
Yeah? Was it too much? Some people get intimidated.
Nah, I like
That
it.
sort of drive. I just hope I can keep up.
You'll keep up. And I promise I won't tell if you don't. We
Good.
should track down a lead for
don't
Phil's
think-
actuators. Back channels, you know.
Sure.
We'll chat later?
Wrong way. And go gadget lift. And what do you have to tell me, Gil?
Pathfinder making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Someone has to.
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, things might start falling off the Tempest at the most inopportune times.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the Initiative.
Must have been hard.
Seems like life back there was pretty bleak.
Not gonna lie, it sucked. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties. No real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. Then I got here and, oops, I just made a decision there's no turning back from. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up.
I do more than show up. No. My door don't go that way. I'll help you find purpose.
We're exploring this cluster, eventually the galaxy. If your purpose is here, we'll find it.
Then the question will be, what will I do with it? In the meantime, you just keep pointing this ship wherever you want it to go, and I'll make sure she can get there. Deal?
Deal.
That's a deal I can live with. Door opens. Here I am being a dumbass. Okay, so I think... Yeah, and then I climb up this ladder, not stairs. You don't climb up... Well, technically you do, but... At that point you're just being pedantic. I'm being pedantic.
Stop by the med bay.
I just stopped by them. Fine.
Nice place you found.
Clean air, plants, helps me think.
Something on your mind?
Maybe.
Take it easy.
Your biotics always do that when you're maybe stressed?
I got it. I'm good. I don't normally lose it like that. A huntress should have better control.
Here we go.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari commando. I was one, before the initiative. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
You were an Asari commando?
How does a human soldier get to serve with Asari?
Prove your biotics can rip an APC apart, and people get nervous. Funny that.
But Canyon went to
the
bot.
Alliance found me a cross-species military initiative in a hurry. Sent me to Thessia to serve with the Huntress unit. One of the few places where my powers were welcomed. Your father made another one.
Did you know Dad well?
You were his second in command. Were you friends, too?
He was more a mentor than a friend. Prickly old bastard. But I respected that. People treat geniuses like they're made of cut glass. I didn't care how smart he was. I think he liked someone not caring.
I'm gonna be a little cold here. We've all lost something.
There's a lot of loss going around. Dad, the Golden Worlds.
A friend and mentor who trained you to be a Pathfinder. I said I wouldn't get in the way, and I meant it, but...
But what?
I prepped for years as your father's second. Then he chooses you?
Oh, I'm so
an
sorry.
untrained Pathfinder and all this mess to fix? The hell was he thinking?
Fuck you.
Is this going to be a problem, Cora?
I don't want a rival. Just answers.
You think I don't want him either?
It's done. Best I can do now is be your second. Keep your father's mission alive.
Get bent.
Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
Really wish there was an option to tell her to fuck off. It won't be easy.
Even if we get there, there's a mountain of hard work ahead.
Working hard was never my problem. Biotics like this. Thinking like an Asari huntress. I never had a place. Best I could be was a useful freak. The initiative was meant to be different. Will be different if this mission succeeds. So I'm seeing it through. It's quiet in here. I can keep the plants watered while I work. First job, see if there's any news on the Asari Ark. If they made it, we could use some Asari expertise. If you want to talk, I'll be here.
The reason I'm even going to talk to you is because you're directly linked to the Asari Ark, but that comes later. I'm just gonna go ahead and warn all you right now. She does not shut up about the Huntresses. Not really a galaxy map if I'm just looking at the cluster. Alright, to Eos. Oh, I need to go see Lexi. There you are.
Need something?
Never mind.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
I guess that was just a very badly, a badly placed script. There we go. Sorry if I go silent for a bit. I'm constantly checking my phone to make sure the fucking thing didn't just crash.
The signal on Habitat 7. Possible atmospheric manipulation.
Is that possible?
We'll find out. If it is like Habitat 7, no doubt we'll run into the Ket.
Analysis. A desert world with significant resources. Eos is often racked by deadly radiation-contaminated storms. Catalog as non-viable after numerous attempts to settle. Alert signal detected, similar to the devices on Habitat 07. Ooh boy. I guess for now.
Suiting up.
Ready, Freddy? Hope we're all that ready. Callow, all right?
Integrating search area from Sam. How he pulled that mystery signal through the storms, I have no idea.
Multisensory neural collation. Amazing.
Factory fresh across the board. Spinning up the compensators.
You're already tuning the displays.
We'll get a better read on this pass than the Nexus has had in months.
What? I said a lot of people have their hopes pinned on us. They gave up on Eos. Can't blame them. Expected a golden world, instead they saw their friends die. Never know how that'll affect.
Sorry.
You okay?
The uncertainty ends with us.
We didn't come millions of light years to die in a different place. I'm not letting the initiative down.
Pathfinder, the Tempest checks out. We're good.
Take us in.
Take us down.
You have no idea how long I've wanted a Pathfinder to say that.
Core is hot.
Shields holding, adjusting entry.
We got this, right?
Hell.
There. Set us down at this nav point.
How to even start?
Reports state this planet suffers deadly storms that are contaminated by radiation from the Scourge. Eos deploy.
Moving.
Shit.
They must have known these wouldn't last in these conditions.
But they didn't have a Pathfinder.
They do now.
This
We'll make
analysis
Eos
provides
hard.
us with important research data, Pathfinder. If you continue to scan and collect this data, we can utilize it to develop new technologies and upgrades for equipment, such as your weapons and armor.
Door's getting emergency power, but it's code locked.
Site 1 issued individual security codes. Each outpost self-organizes and sets its own protocol.
Just say we can't open it without codes.
We can't open it without codes.
Thank you, Sam. Botany analysis. Consultant Allison May, new entry. What are you hiding, Eos? The plants exhibit sporadic hypergrowth despite an environment that can sandblast paint. I'm starting to suspect an electromagnetic trigger. I detected a signal of some kind. Definitely alien, but that's not my field. Uncertain if deliberate. Vector needed. End log.
We suffered our first death today. Storm came out of nowhere. Lockley tried to cover our crops. Lost his footing. Got swept away. His wife is still in cryo. Maybe by the time they wake her up, I'll know what to say.
Got a code lock key.
That should help get us in. I'm off.
Something I want to check. From the files of Tempest physician and psychologist Dr. Lexi Tapero. Writer, as part of my assignment on the Tempest, I'm required to send psychological assessments to Pathfinder HQ. Sending you my notes. After all, you should know what I'm telling them. I've only known you a short time, and this is my initial take. Enjoy. Displays analytical thinking and intellectual curiosity. Maintains poise and discipline even under intense pressure. Impulsive actions often speak louder than words. I'll be required to update them and send a more in-depth report later. Alexi. But ties that bind. Though you mourn the loss of your father Alec, you were never as close as you could have been. I'm never gonna dance again. Door is not receiving power.
Main door had power, but not the interior doors?
Full functionality would require an active power relay station.
That means the antenna's out of power too. The logs might tell us what's up with the power relay.
Not to give a definite time when, but soon, some very fun things should start happening in terms of streams. Just because it's something to talk about. Message for Nekthaniopolis. People are talking here, saying that EOS isn't viable, that things aren't going like they expected. I think you should come back. I know what you're gonna say. I didn't sign up for the initiative to stay trapped in a floating tin can. Excuse me, and I promise you can have your adventure later. Later, when they've had more time to plan for your safety. Mom told me to make sure you didn't get in over your head, and that's what I'm doing. At least think about it. For me. And check in more often. I started to adopt Mom's worry. Already chewed through the nail of my pinky finger. It's up to you whether I keep the rest of my nails intact. Love you. Hello? Sorry to bug you again. I requested an update on Leia Wells a few days ago, and I haven't heard anything back. On my end, it looks like the message wasn't even opened. Is everything okay there? Get back to me as soon as you can. And tell Leia to message me back. Or is it Leah?
I got a partial log, but I can't turn on the antenna. Something's blocking the power.
A remote lock is active. The interference originates from a nearby power relay tower.
So we're not the only ones interested in what happened here.
Let's check out this relay tower.
Sandstorms, radiation. What the hell was Addison thinking sending us here? EOS might have looked great back in the Milky Way, but up close, it's a hellscape. Farthingale's on my case to stay positive. Put on a brave face for the rest of the team, but I can't shake the feeling that I'm gonna die out here.
Well, no one ever said it would be easy. Oh, no, that is the door. Okay.
Look at this place. It's a wasteland.
The radiation in EOS's atmosphere makes it difficult to cultivate life.
Our suits protect against that, right?
Site 1 contains shield masts to dampen the brunt of contamination.
But if we went outside Site 1's perimeter?
That would not be advised.
If you say so. Samuel.
Structure up ahead. Sam?
It fits the profile of a power relay station, Pathfinder.
Right. We get it running, maybe buildings get power.
And we get a line on that signal.
Pathfinder, that door is locked. It's inoperable, Pathfinder.
too long in this environment without power.
We didn't expect this kind of environment. Who could?
Huh. Guess that ship wasn't Ket then. They don't knock.
There are people here? We thought everyone left was gone.
Of course you did. Now shove off. Find your own salvage. This spot's taken.
I'm not here to salvage, I'm here to help.
I'm not a salvager. I'm a pathfinder. We've come to fix all this.
Call me Clancy. Pathfinder, huh? Like that changes much. The Nexus just can't let EOS go, can it? However much it fails down here.
I'm tracking a signal that will help EOS. I only need power for the antenna.
Look, I cut the power for a reason. The Ket are patrolling today. You turn the power relay back on, they'll know there's a juicy target alive down here.
Leave the cat to me.
Help me with the power relay, and I'll take care of the Ket.
You're crazy. Though maybe it's a good crazy.
Fortunately for us both, I like crazy.
The tiger, it's on you.
Expect trouble when we start the generators.
There's an error in the startup sequence. Manual input required.
Of course.
Damn it.
Please scan one of the pylons to determine a hackable input location.
Generator is active. Sam, our friend Clancy, was he part of the outpost team here?
No, Pathfinder. According to Nexus records, he's stationed in the hangar bay.
So he's what? Plain hooky?
Or he's a part-time salvager.
Really, Ryder?
What?
Generator interface possible. Location marked.
We've got company.
Did one of you idiots just throw a grenade at me?
They weren't kidding about the Ket.
The power relay station is ready for activation, Pathfinder.
There we go.
You took down all those Ket? Sure, use the power relay. Hell, take whatever you like. Word of advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter, you'll need a ride.
A ride?
Shuttles aren't fun in these winds. You need wheels. I think they kept a little something in storage.
I'll find it.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were. We're heading to our shuttle. Keep this up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Get to a safe location.
Go on. We'll take it from here.
I guess Crazy Blue has to buy her parts from someone else.
M23 Katana.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in Site 1 now, right, Sam?
Correct. Plus, I've located the source of the signal we detected in orbit. It's coming from the large alien structure just beyond Site 1. The structure appears almost identical to the one your father used to adjust the atmosphere on the previous planet. It's worth investigation.
Not so fast.
Let's not forget what else happened on Habitat 7. This is powerful alien tech. We need to respect it. Go slow.
For sure. We'll follow your lead.
A warning. Radiation levels beyond the perimeter of Site 1 are well above acceptable limits. You cannot proceed without additional protection.
So if that structure can make a difference here, well, that would be really good. Come on, we better find that vehicle Clancy mentioned.
Oh, my eye.
Now that power is restored, we can investigate the nearby buildings.
If walls could talk.
Actually, with enough sensory data, I might be able to reconstruct an image of the past.
Wait, you can do that?
Normally, it would be impossible, but since this is an initiative building, I have access to a multitude of data and arrays.
Let's give it a shot.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
Holy shit, it works! Can you get audio?
Compiling now.
We can't survive another attack. The storms and radiation were already killing us. Now we've got those things.
We can't return to the Nexus with our tails between our legs. The whole station is counting on us.
Then they're counting on corpses.
Those things must be talking about the cat.
Cadmium.
Wilcox thinks I'm crazy, but I know what I saw. Eyes on the mountain, watching us. We're not alone out here.
This log was recorded a day before the first Ket ambush on Site 1.
The Ket scouted them out.
Log Site 2, Work Crews. Log, Chief Engineer Grace Leto. My radiation shields are dead, but I finally made it to Site 1. Problem, this is a ghost town, damn it. There has got to be something in the storm. Something the storms and Rat Pack salvagers didn't take away. Without the project, Site 2 is done for. Our crews got torn apart faster than we can patch things up. And we hear that thing at night. Can't pretend it's the weather anymore. Wind doesn't roar like it's hungry. Update. Managed to pry enough components out of the project and patch up my shields. I'm heading home to Site 2, if it's still there. End log.
There was something very wrong at the second outpost they made.
An attack? The radiation?
Whatever it was, Site 2 made a special project to handle it. Let's keep it in mind for later. Looks like salvage. New. Days ago, new. Probably the guy at the relay tower. Or his friends. Well, what do you know? The Outpost Research Center is still intact.
Updating the Tempest on this critical recovery.
Research was always key to the initiative. We'll need it here too.
This is vital to our progress.
This tech is how we survive in Andromeda. Ingenuity on the ground.
Someone else agrees. This research center was used recently to monitor the alien signal.
This gives us the tools to find the source. And maybe whoever else is looking.
I gotta stretch for a second. Oh, I had such a long day. Had to take a family member to the doctor. Nothing serious. They just needed a checkup and iron out some details with a med list. And that turned into him needing some kind of infusion. I forget what it was.
The research station is back online. I've provided a list of weapons we can build by gathering the required components.
Thank you, Samuel. Sam I am. Element 0. Log, new designs, departure, senior foreman, Ariano, excuse me, Adriano Fonesca. Tried out the new pin design on the shelters today. Only time will tell if they actually hold together when the next storm rolls over. At least it should be easier to find the pieces this time. Shorty's pitching for an evac back to the Nexus. Too many cat, not enough water, no hope. He says, well, I'd rather sell supplies and sleep on the deck than lie awake listening to the storms one more night. Can't say I disagree. Losing 3 of my guys to the cat made me wonder about leaving too, but I asked him what I asked myself, what's back on the Nexus for pioneers? Isn't EOS what we signed on for? It has to be. End log. I mean, you all voluntarily came. It sucks that you've been impeded by progress, but the whole point of... The human spirit does not give up easy. Well, yeah. Goodness. This might be a shorter stream. I am yawning up a storm. Vanadium. Supply situation. Technician K. Fathingale. I divided the rations again. Tonight's menu, soup with a couple of crackers each. Hope we're not too hungry to prop up the south building tomorrow, but there's nothing else for it. Can't forage because the weather's deadly, can't grow crops in these winds, and the Nexus can't feed us themselves. No, don't think about it. There's talk going around and getting back to the Nexus, but if we can't find an answer, who can? We dared to put our boot prints here. We were first. Me and Theo promised to stick it out even if we end up being the last. End log. That's admirable.
Challenges, and the colonists still tried to tough it out. They didn't know what they were in for. They weren't told. Sam and I could have helped them. This won't happen again.
Not on our watch. Oh, goodness gracious, I am fading. Holy fuck.
Pathfinder, I have enough of sensory data to reconstruct an image. I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
You step outside recently. There's nothing golden about EOS.
Not saying there won't be challenges, but we can do this, Wilcox. We have to. It's like we're listening to ghosts.
Why? You afraid of ghosts? Yes. To see.
Another code, like we already found.
Personal log, Chief Lilo. New entry. Socialist Cathari needs to stop navel gazing. Wait. Yeah, navel gazing about the monoliths and whoever built them. We need that speculating mind of his. It doesn't grow food. Oh, if it doesn't grow food, stop wind, or get Special Project Sigma done, it's not worth our time right now. His team is looking at the big structures, and they'll do good work. But I tagged his runner just in case. Vehicle tracking code Grace Delta 9. Lithium. Initiative armor. Standard issue Andromeda Initiative hardsuits are designed for exploration as much as combat, combining jump jets, high grade, external and internal sensors, and a wide variety of atmospheric filters with the usual kinetic barrier, generators, and ceramic armor plating. Personnel equipped in these suits can enter and leave alien biomes without fear of contamination or hostile wildlife, and my eyes are kinda burning. Cora. Water's great. Alright, let's go get the Nomad.
Coming back. Special requisition, all-terrain scout rover.
A Nomad, 6-wheel drive, jump jets, just what you need. I might be drooling a little bit.
This must be what Clancy meant.
The crate requires an access code from a forward station. Forward stations act as emergency resupply checkpoints. Several are currently in orbit.
I can call one down. Let's find a good spot. No good. The forward station should have the access code. Once we call them down.
Duh.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Looks like the forward station supplies are intact.
Downloading Nomad crate access code.
Okay, so I'm gonna get the Nomad and then I'm gonna save and quit. I am super exhausted tonight. As much as I don't want to, I'm gonna have to end the stream here. I am wiped out, and every blink I make, I'm falling asleep. So, if you watched this while it was live, I appreciate you stopping on by. If you watched the fact that this has any archive footage, I also appreciate it. I don't have anything else to say. So with that, since that's how I know my streams, as always, I hope you enjoyed.